So while this is working right now, I want to tell you something. Something that a lot of people need to understand, especially when you're manifesting and you're doing all these things. You need to understand that you're going to go through shit. You're going to go through a lot of shit. You're going to fuck around. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to bump your head. But understand this. Wherever you're at right now in your journey, whether you've been doing this for a while or not, I've been doing it for more than 7 months, literally straight manifesting back to back. Like, I dreamed about this. I had dreams of having these flashy cars and stuff like that. Like, I've been doing this for quite a bit, and now my manifestation is starting to open up, right? I've gotten connected with a lot of things, and everything is building itself the right way. Even though a lot has happened to me. I lost my car recently. The transmission got fucked. I am moving out next month. Don't know how I'm gonna come with the money when it comes to that. I'm also losing my job next month because they don't have that many days. And I have a wedding on October, which in 4 months I have to pay the wedding bill, which is $15,000. The reason I'm saying all these things is because you need to understand that all of that needs to happen to you. Every chapter in your life is meant to happen. Understand that you manifested that and you created that reality. And you have to take accountability when it comes to all those things. And also you have to take accountability and understand that when you are creating a new identity and a new character, you're gonna have to go through shit. It's inevitable. The amount of bullshit that I've gone through, the amount of businesses that I've went through before I actually settled down and decided, you know what, I actually enjoyed doing this. And I have people that I care about, that I love about. I love Jack, I love Lucas, I love Giovanni, I love all these people that I truly support, and I want the very best for them. I want all of us to get rich and to become millionaires and to live a nice life, for me to be able to take care of my parents so I can fully retire them, because my dad is about 53 years old, you know? For me to be able to provide for my wife. She doesn't have to work. You know, my wife has her own, and I'm not criticizing, she has her own health issues. Do I really want to put that on her? No, I want her to live her best. I'd rather go through struggles. I'd rather go through pain, go through mental work, frustration, depression, sadness. I don't give a damn. If it makes me the man, I will do it. So you have to ask yourself, are you still continuing? Or are you backing out? It's part of the story. Every successful person that you truly idolize, that you look up to, has a story. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to say this for the people out here that are trying to be successful, because a lot of people just don't manifest just for success. But a lot of people can resonate with me and can connect with me. For the people out there that are literally working hard trying to get rich, I'm going to tell you this. The most enjoyable thing in this life is your come up. This right here is going to be your funnest parts. Your struggles, your problems, me having to learn this bullshit. I have to, as soon as I get this done, I have to kind of remove certain things and start over and learn again. Because there's certain things that don't look the same, and I don't understand why. The reason I say that is because Jack, which is a good partner of mine, where he always tells me he's my guy. He's been doing marketing for more than 15 years. He ran a really successful business, was making 6 figures a month, and then he had a partner with him and bailed out midway. And basically, I met him when he was losing everything, when he lost the warehouse, when we had the warehouse and we were making videos and trying to make ads. And I also got scammed too, almost $5,000, half of my savings out of my bank account. All these little things in my life kind of came crashing. But Jack always used to tell me, that right there is the only enjoyment you're gonna have. Is the things that you look back when you talk with your friends. You're not talking about the nicest cars like that because you get so used to it. It's gonna be this. So take it in. Take in all the pain. Take in all the frustration. Take in all the problems that you've been through. Look at it as a third person view perspective and understand that this is the best thing that could ever fucking happen to you. Because it gets to a point when someone pushes you against the wall, it gets to a point where you're gonna have to fight back. You can't compose yourself. Think about it like this. Imagine you're getting bullied. You're getting bullied. There's these big motherfuckers. You know they fight. You know they can fight really good. You know they can smack the fuck out of you. And you've been bullied for almost 2 months. Every single day. Monday to Friday. Before you go to school. Before you get out of school. It gets to a point where you're tired of it. Where you say, enough is enough. And it gets to a point where you're like, you know what? I don't give a fuck how I feel. I don't care if I get smushed. I don't give a fuck if I get beat up or I get jumped. I just want to beat the fucking living shit out of this kid. I'm tired of it. I'm frustrated. I've been pulled all over. You've been pulled all over the place. You've been beaten up. You've been completely humiliated. You are fed the fuck up. You're finally stepping up and saying enough is enough. That moment comes. You decide to grab the fucking chair and just throw it at her. Fuck this motherfucker. And of course, you do get your ass beat. But throughout all of that, and this is the most weirdest thing too, a lot of guys understand this. Sometimes when you go through a fight, you become friends with them afterwards because they have a level of respect for you because you actually stood up. They're like, oh shit. It's the same thing in a sense. After that fight, they look at you a certain type of way. Oh, I can't do this kid anymore. If I keep messing with him, he's gonna throw a fucking another chair at me, you know? I can't do it. And right there and then, your timeline has shifted. You're not that same kid no more that gets bullied, that gets teased. Everybody in class knows who you are as a person that stood up to these bullies that no one could ever stand up to. They praise you, they look at you, they're like, man, this guy has fucking balls. That's the same thing. When you're manifesting, when you're visualizing yourself becoming this successful human being, and you've been thinking about this back to back, what you are creating is opportunity and timelines and situations in your life to be put into that position. You're just going to be pulled towards it. You can't control that. which is the most beautiful thing about it. What do I mean? Once you see yourself, you put feelings to it, you're doing this every single day, you will start attracting. You know what they say? You start to attract, you start to gravitate. I'm telling you, you will be gravitating. You will be pulled in positions and situations in your life that forces you to say, you know what, I have to do this. Enough is enough. You will get fucked over multiple times. I'm telling you, you're going to go through shit. You're going to lose friends. You're going to go through all these problems. But eventually, you will win. Eventually, as soon as you win that fight, regardless win or lose, you're in a much better position than you were from the beginning. Do you know how many businesses I had? I had about 6 businesses before I actually got into marketing. Every single one I quit. I wasn't satisfied. It was hard work and labor. I only did one, which was wholesaling, and I was doing calls. That didn't work out because we didn't have certain systems, and I was literally calling throughout my break times, and I almost closed a deal that was almost $10,000, but it flopped. Do you know what made me? Do you know what happened after all of that? After the push, after the bullshit of not seeing the success, not seeing the money that I wanted? It gravitated me. It pulled me. And I said, enough is enough. I will never quit on a business ever again. I will see this to the very end. I will put all my eggs in this basket, and that's that. I will not give up. If I have to fucking crawl, I will crawl. If I have to go through pain, I will go through pain. It made me a man that never fucking quits. I'm not a quitter. I still haven't quit. And this is the longest that I've ever worked on a business, for more than 7 months without seeing a goddamn result. I lost money, matter of fact. Look where I'm at now. I'm still working. I'm still doing exactly what I need to do. But now I'm in a position where I have people on my side, teams that is being built. See, you need to understand this. God works in mysterious ways. He works in behind the scenes that you can't really truly comprehend until you look up. But you can't really look up when you're so focused on the situations and the circumstances that are happening in your life. If you're so focused on visualizing and seeing yourself consistently, you won't have a breather until you decide to say, you know what, let me pause really quick and let me review back. Then you will start to see, holy shit, look at the progress that I've made. The progress that I've made, me specifically, for the past almost 3 to 4 months, when I really got into more spiritual side and really started locking into my mental work. I started going to the gym more. I started drinking water more. I started eating slightly a little bit more healthier. I started to work much more harder. I started to post on my videos. I've never made YouTube videos when I first started. I started posting more on my Instagram. I post on my story every single day. I put a motivational speech and everything. I've never done this. I've went to Miami. I've experienced what Miami's about. Even though it didn't go as perfect as planned as I seemed, I did it. I went to a place that I know I want to live at. I want to have a big ass penthouse at the very top floor that has fucking 4 or 5 rooms and has a movie theater and has an office. Like, that's all I see myself. And I've experienced what Brickell is. I experienced the energy of that lifestyle. When I look at all of that, you start to forget about all the problems that has happened to you. That's how you have to be. Sometimes when you are in certain situations in your life where you're like, what the fuck is going on? And sometimes it feels very overwhelming. You're like, how long am I going to take this? I can't understand why this is happening. Sometimes you need to look up. Sometimes you need to realize, hey, even though this bully is bigger than me and stronger than me, I can't let this shit defeat me. The moment you start to lock your mindset that type of way, you are indestructible. Because the world can never phase you. Nobody can tell you anything. Not even the president can tell you, hey, you are not going to get successful. No one can decide anything to you. Not even me. Because you know what you've already accomplished. And you know, based on the story, the chapters and the phases that you've been through, you're just one step closer towards your success. I think it's very beautiful to experience all of that. And you should experience pain. You should experience all of this. Wouldn't it be boring if you just gotten rich and you have everything? What happens after that? What the fuck do you do? What the fuck do you do as soon as you have everything in this world? You have the boats. Let's say you're a billionaire. You have the boats. You have all the cars. You have all the women that you think about, whatever it is. Whoever you are, you have all the houses, whatever. Watches, clothes. What the fuck do you do after that? It's like in GTA when you own all the properties and all the businesses. You get bored of the game. You quit the game. A lot of successful people kill themselves because they're depressed and they have depression and all these things. One of the major factors is because they don't have a sense of purpose in this world. What is your purpose? What are you chasing? And based off of that, it's what's making you to move forward. It's what's... Understand this. What you're going through and what you're doing, because mind you, you're going through shit, but you're still doing it, shows how, not only how dedicated, but how bad you want this. And because you want it so bad, it's enjoyable. Like, deep down, you enjoy this shit. You are enjoying the problems. Even though you say yourself, this is bullshit, I'm telling you, you enjoy that. Again, once you look back, you'd be like, holy shit, this was the best thing that could ever happen to me. And I think where I'm at right now, this is the best thing that could ever happen to me. I think I'm in my final phases of my life. I know that I'm gonna be making 6 figures a month very fucking soon. Like, very, very, very soon. The reason I say that is because we almost closed 500K a month, but it flopped. And if I know that if my team was capable of getting to that point, I can get it again. And it's getting there. And I'm going to build the systems, and I'm going to put the right people and put the right positions, and I'm going to start taking control of what I need to do and work hard. And eventually I will be rich. And I'm right there because I know where I'm at. Because I look up and I say, hey, enough is enough. Let me get to it. That's why It's 11:42 p.m. I'm taking a break on this. I know I have to get back on this, but I wanted to make this video because it's so important. So I know I'm very close. I'm very, very fucking close. And you as well. If you've been through certain tough shit, trust me, smile through the pain. You know what they always say? You can never go through light without dark, and you cannot have dark without light. There's always a rainy storm, but those rainy storms never really last. Do you always get rain sometimes? Of course, you're gonna always have rainy storms. But always prepare to have an umbrella with you. Always prepare for any weather that you go through. And understand that when it's raining and you have that umbrella because you've been looking up and you know where you're heading, understand, and you know it deep down, that rain will eventually go away. And it will be back to sunny, and it will be back to how you would like it, how you enjoyed it. But understand that that's not going to last.